everybody, it's Tara Bryan, and you are listening to the Course Building Secrets podcast. Whether you're a coach or a CEO, the success of your team and clients is based on your ability to deliver a consistent experience and guide them on the fastest path to results. This podcast will give you practical, real-life tips that you can use today to build your online experiences that get results and create raving fans. Why? So you can monetize your expertise and serve more people without adding more time or team to your business. If you're looking to uncover your $1 million framework, package it, and use it to scale, you're in the right place. Let's dive in. Hey everybody, welcome to today's episode of the Course Building Secrets podcast. All right, in today's episode, I want to talk about the difference between when you're getting started and when you are established. So often people will start with the wrong activities and be doing things in kind of the wrong order. So I want to just discuss that today because this may help you out as you are starting and growing your business. Okay, so there's the testing phase and there's the scaling phase. When you are first getting started, you are in test mode. Everything that you're doing is all about testing. You're testing your idea, you're testing the market, you're testing how things are working. Are you able to get people a transformation? Are you able to get them a result? Are you able to get people through your funnel, right? Are you able to bring them into your world and convert them into buyers? Are you able to give them an experience? What does all of this look like, right? So what you're in when you first get started is the kind of the startup or test phase. You don't actually know how everything is going to work. It's a super exciting time, but it's not the time to do scaling activities. And so I think that one of the biggest challenges that people have when they get started is if you're not paying attention to the right people, you're trying to build a business the same way that somebody is growing their business. So when you're looking for mentors, when you're looking for people to follow, when you're trying to find out information about how to do this, what you're going to do is you want to start with the testing phase. And then after you're established, you have a proven sort of engine that's running, then you move into the scaling phase. So let me give you an example. So often when I have people who are first starting out, they're worried about ads and they're worried about like going out and paying to bring people into their world. Now, if you think about it, are you ready to bring like the masses in, right? So if you're spending money on ads, essentially your goal is that you want to bring a lot of people through your funnel and try and convert them into buyers. Or if you're doing an awareness campaign, like I mentioned last time, your goal is to get people aware of you so they can find you, they can start to get to know you, and then eventually you convert them into buyers. But that's a volume play, right? That's like looking at how do you bring in a lot of cold people who don't know you yet, and drive them through your process. I don't know about you, but it's much easier to just start with the people who are already in your world, who are more of a warm or hot audience. So I've talked about that before, that there's 3 different types of people that will come into your world, right? One is somebody who doesn't know you at all. They're cold. Some that know you, they just don't know if this is what they need at this point. And then a hot audience is like, they're ready to go, right? Like they want to buy from you and they know that you're the right person. And so an ad strategy is bringing in people who don't know you yet, right? Like they're totally a cold audience. They're coming in from the world into your environment, and your goal is to nurture them, get them interested in the problem that you're solving and help them solve the problem, right? But that's a scaling activity, right? That's when you have everything dialed in, you know your process, you know that things are working, things are already built and running, and now you just need more people in the engine so it starts to run faster. That's why you use ads. So when people are first launching, so you're doing a proof of concept, basically, is what you're doing when you're first starting out, is your goal should be to get enough people in to help you test, to make sure that your offer, your program, all of the things are viable and they're going to sell. It's not to get as many people in as possible so you can get as many sales as possible. It's not that time yet, right? And so when you're thinking about who do you hire, where do you put your limited resources that you have right now as a startup, unless for some reason you've got lots of investors and lots of cash, then go for it. Do what you want to do, scale very quickly. But for the majority of people, the goal is to just get in the game and start testing your offer. Then you gain momentum. Then you are, you're working on your warm and your hot people. If you can't convert people who are already in your world, who already know you, you're not going to convert people who don't know you yet. Right? Like, does that make sense? You're not going to bring people into your world and have them pay for what you have to offer if you can't even do it for the people who know you or are kind of already in your orbit. So start there, test your offer, get some of that under your belt. One of the things I always say is you just need like 5 to 10 superstars to help you test what you're doing. If you get your first 10 customers, you learn so many things about how to put the process together, what's working, what's not working, what kinds of things you need to have in place. Get all of sort of the bugs and mechanics worked out before you go and start scaling. So it's sort of like when you go to a buffet, right? And you feel like, oh, I'm going to eat all of these things. And so your eyes are bigger than your stomach, right? So all of a sudden you're super full and you're like, oh my gosh, why did I think I could eat all of that, right? It's the same concept. Is you want to start out small and then grow and scale. You don't want to scale without the systems in place, without having the testing of the offer, testing of what you're doing and all those different things, because it's very expensive, right? It's expensive to bring cold people who you don't even know if they're qualified leads because you don't even know what you need yet, right? You don't have all of those things dialed in. So I don't want to belabor the point, but there's a testing phase and a scaling phase. Once you've tested, once you have that beta, that minimum viable product, everything is starting to work and people are coming in and expressing interest, then you know that it's time to start thinking about the next step, which is how do you scale it? And once the engine is built, once you have proven concept, once you have 5 to 10 people that you've helped, now it's time to go out and start thinking about how you can create a more consistent approach to getting people in so you can convert them into buyers. It's time to start thinking that direction. But do it too early and you're going to spend your limited resources. It's not going to be successful and you're going to get frustrated because people aren't buying. So that's my advice for you today, is really start in that, like, the exploration, that testing, that startup phase is a great place to be in. It allows you to do what you need to do to make things work how you want them to work. But don't over-engineer the process and start going out to a market that you're not ready for yet. And you'll get there, and you'll get there faster if you do your testing ahead of time. And it's less stressful because you have some things in place already, right? It's not going to be perfect, and that's not what I'm saying. Don't wait until it's perfect. Done is better than perfect 100% of the time, but make sure you know which phase you're in. Are you in the testing phase or are you in the scaling phase? 2 different activities, 2 different things that you need to focus on, and 2 different approaches to how you start getting customers. Here you go. That is my course building secret for today.
Hey everybody, are you a business owner ready to streamline and scale your business? Imagine solving the biggest business challenges with clarity, a strategy, and a clear plan. Hey, I'm Bryan, and I want to invite you to take the first step towards transforming your business with a free 30-minute discovery call. This call is an opportunity to discuss your goals, identify key challenges, and learn how my mentorship program can help you achieve the success you're aiming for. In just a half hour, we'll explore how you can scale your business by enhancing your authority strategy, engagement strategy, and retention strategy. You'll get personalized advice and a clear path forward. Ready to take the first step? Click on the link below that's in the show notes to book your free discovery call now. I hope to talk to you soon.